Hi class 12, this is Dev Mitra, your English teacher, and today I am going to explain the very first chapter from your Vistas book, the third level. And I am not going to explain this chapter line by line, but all the same I must let you know about the summary. And for your convenience, I have prepared the summary and just I am going to explain it. But let me tell you one thing, like crystal something clear, that this is not the best part. Whatever you thinking that sir is going to explain the summary and just we will get all the question answers, because you are going to appear for objective based question answers, and basically when we are appearing for objective based question answers, that time we must keep one point in our mind, that best part is we have to study every single chapter line by line, probably in English language. In this chapter, the third level is one of the best chapters from your Vistas book, and basically the narrative oscillates twice between the past and the present. Therefore, the prime theme of the story is time travel. Okay. However, skepticism is another significant theme of this story. As the protagonist Charlie wishes to escape into a world along with his wife that is why from his grim realities and a happier place to dwell in, that is in the year 1894, much before the First and Second World War. This is a reaction of the fact that life is in the earlier times was much happier, and the people of that time weren't anxious or fearful at all. Unlike his present times, Charlie not only transcends the boundaries of time and space but also of reality and imagination. Summary of the third level, class 12 starts with the story revolving around a 31-year-old man named Charlie, who had a weird experience while returning to his residence. He reaches to the third level of the Grand Central Station, which doesn't exist in reality. As I have already discussed in your chapters, that this is Charlie's imagination, only imagination, but in reality nobody believes in the third level. He expresses the entire experience with his psychiatrist friend Sam, who is a psychiatrist himself, and turns his experience as a walking dream or waking dream. As you say, that there are some people in this world who want to escape from his responsibilities or imagines like the previous time was far better than the present. So that's why they try to be in the same time, and because of that they always in a waking dream or walking dream. As you say, waking dream means that you are not sleeping all the same, you are imagining and you go to the same place where you want, and walking dream that you are walking or you are driving, you are traveling, you are going somewhere else, and your mind is at the different places and you are in the same place, whatever. So Charlie is sharing this experience along with his psychiatrist friend Sam. And Sam, just first of all, Sam says to Charlie that you are trying to escape from your responsibilities, or you are suffering from walking dream, or waking dream, whatever. So a waking dream wish fulfillment. Charlie had hallucinated time travel to somewhere in 1894, a time before the world saw the two deadly world wars. After he had realized that he had time traveled, he wanted to buy two tickets to Galesburg, Illinois. He wanted to travel to Galesburg with his wife Lucia, and according to Sam, his psychiatrist friend, he wanted to escape the reality of the harsh world. The next day, Charlie reached the station to look for that third level to visit Galesburg, and he doesn't find it. Charlie hence resorts to this stamp collection, which would distract him from his thoughts of the third level. While going through his stamp collections, he finds out a letter from Sam, who had gone missing recently, who wrote that he always believed in Charlie's idea of the third world. He says he himself is present in the third level. He motivated Charlie and Lucia to keep looking for the third level. This is ideally the third level, and basically the summary of third level starts with the narrator himself talking about the third level at the Grand Central Station, which has only two levels in real life, which the president of New York Central and the New York, New Haven and Hartford Railroad would vouch by. The protagonist Charlie says he himself has been to the third level, and this is such wonder. Charlie, the protagonist and narrator, was sharing the same experience with his psychiatrist friend, and who said that he was trying to escape the burden of his responsibility. Charlie said that his stamp collection was proof that he needed refuge from reality. He adds on to say that his grandfather did not need any refuge from reality, and that things were peaceful and simple during his times. He said that his grandfather also had started stamp collection, but not out of insecurities. He added that even President Roosevelt collected stamps also. One night, the previous summer, he was returning from his work and was in a hurry, so he decided to take a subway from the Grand Central Station instead of a bus. He says that he was dressed ordinary. He says that the station has been growing like a plant, and he had often bumped into new corridors and doors. Hence, he thought that he was walking through a secret tunnel and reached the third level of the Grand Central Station. He said when he reached the level, he saw every room was smaller. There was a lesser number of ticket windows, information booths, and train gates. They were all old looking and made of wood. The station was dim light. There was the usage of open flame gas lights. People were dressed in old-fashioned clothing, and there were brass spittoons everywhere around. People had fancy beards and mustaches. His suspicion was validated by the date on the newspaper June 11, 1894. Charlie, after realizing his time travel, wanted to go to Galesburg with his wife Lucia. While he went looking for tickets to the ticket counter, he found that the currency in use was different and that of the old times. The following day, he withdrew all his savings and got it converted to the old century currency. This distressed his wife. He doesn't find the third level at all at the station the very next day. His wife was worried when she got to know about it. After a while. He distracted himself with stamps. Somehow Sam, the psychiatrist, disappeared out of the blue. And this is the third level story. And just you have to read it out. You must have to read it out line by line. And here I have prepared the summary because that's such a very long chapter. And just one of the best chapters ever from your Vistas book. And this chapter is to be given in your examination. One more thing I must let you know, that a number of students are trying to chase the shortcut ways, but my dear students, do not try to find the shortcut ways, because in your education, in your study, in your examinations, there is no shortcut. So from my side, accept my suggestion, and basically you must try to read all the chapters line by line. Already chapters are described in the class, explained, elaborated, everything has been done. Now it is your turn. And for the short summary, just sometimes summaries or themes also help you. So for your comments, I'm eagerly waiting for your comments. And basically if you have any problem, you are free to talk to me. Don't forget to share your comment, and do like, do comment, do subscribe, I'm sorry. And keep watching Dev classes. Thank you very much and have a wonderful time.